Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk again about the cloud effect, but I also want to talk about cells. So we have a lot of experimenting now and making wonderful cloudy looks with satin enamels, so that's kind of a milky soft look, but I also like cells like we do with silicone. So do we have to choose one or another, or can they work together with both effects and no weird interaction? Because yeah, one is oil and enamels, who knows how that goes together. So some people have sprays. I always advise to put them in a container first, not directly in the paint. So that's my little silicone. A lot of people also have hair serums, that's dimethicone. Again, people, it's not the brand or whatever for what makes the cell, but the consistency of your paint. And any type of silicone. Dimethicone is also silicone. So what I'm gonna do is get them together in one little cup. And I mean, it's just an experiment, so I don't want to waste a lot of paint, and I'm only gonna use 2 paints of each and pour them on a little wooden decorative element, and then let's have a look. Okay, so these are not really fantastic colors together, but I really want to have a bit of contrast that we can see something, some yellow and some baby pink. And I put rather a lot of hair serum with dimethicone in there. Dimethicone is a little bit thicker, though also gives a bit bigger self if you don't stir it in too much. I also made it a bit thinner than normal because the enamels are something you always make a little bit thinner. I didn't put any base on there here, so I'm not sure that it will be a problem or not. So I'm gonna layer them in my little cup now. Okay, so here we go. I have 2 different gloves. I had only 1 glove left and one of the new one. So it's going to be difficult to just get all the paint in the corners, so I'm probably not going to tilt so much. There's nothing from cells visibility or clouds in the glass yet. Way too much paint. So what comes up immediately are cells. And I'm gonna do the same thing I would with a pour torch before you tilt, because that's how you expand the existing cells. As you see also here you have the reaction on heat, so the oil has the same reaction like it has with normal white or normal blue in it. I'm just gonna move it around a little bit because it's a lot of paint anyway, so we see if it does anything else. Yeah, from what I see, I see a lot of cool cells that I'm now, of course, overstretched a bit because I'm trying, which I said I don't, try to get it in the corners, which you shouldn't, because then this is the problem, all the ziggy-zaggy. But you see that this originally were cells, so I can stop here. So now this mixed up very ugly. It was very pretty, but that's not the point. It was about the experiment. So the cell forming with the flip cup, with the heat, with the oil, how mixing it together was exactly the same like with only acrylic paint. Now cloud effect enamel likewise, I'm not so sure, so let's give it a little rest. Okay, so I stretched it out some more and waited a bit, just to see if it does something with the stretching with some color that comes from up from underneath. I don't have a lot of cells now left, and that's unfortunately something a lot of people struggle with. So if you see this now, that might be your problem, that you stretch it too much. Cloud effect. Well, I think in the middle, how it looks like that the blue melted very softly into the white. That could, with a lot of goodwill, call that cloud effect, but I don't see really cloudy effect. But what I have to say, I think it works together, so that's not the problem. And if you have the right amount of paint and all that, you can probably get really nice cloud effect and somewhere around some nice cells. So I think it's worth trying in a real painting, and I'm for sure going to do that. I hope to see you back then. I hope you liked the experiment. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you back soon.